Why do people hate seed oil so much? I mean, it can't have come from nowhere.
You know, I was actually, after going on quite a high-profile podcast talking about the benefits of seed oil, I got quite a lot of hate mail. And one of them said, how does it feel to be the most hated scientist in America right now?
Oh, no.
Yes, there is a gun to my head about seed oils. So there's a few arguments that are used. The first is very simply, butter is natural, seed oils are unnatural. They go through all of this awful process of, you know, the refinement and all of these scary words like deodorization and bleaching, etc. And so therefore it's bad for you. Well, it does go through a processing technique. Assuming it's going through a good processing, I think nearly all of the foods that we have in the UK, they're processed by these big manufacturers that use very, very robust techniques.
Okay.
That there's none of these harmful, you know, nothing kind of harmful left in the fat. I think it's a very healthy oil. Yes, maybe cold press might be better, but there's no human studies comparing cold press versus refined. So cold press means that you've literally just squeezed the oil out. So I think firstly, there's no evidence to show just because it's refined that it's bad for you. There's no evidence to support that. There is some evidence to show that yes, if it's refined, there's slightly less polyphenols, there's slightly less vitamin E. Doesn't mean it's bad for you. It's still got all of these fantastic, healthy oils in. The other argument they use is, whoa, hold on. If you look over the last 50 years, our intake of seed oils has increased 100-fold. So has our levels of heart disease, cancer, you know, type 2 diabetes, obesity. You can do this lovely plot, you know, shows the rate of intake of seed oils and all of these terrible diseases. Of course it's due to that. Firstly, 60% of the seed oils are in these terrible foods. Nothing to do with seed oils. They're in these ultra-processed foods containing all of this other crap. Secondly, we're sitting on our bums a lot more.
Yes.
Thirdly, what else is changing in our environment? You know, drinking, smoking, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so it's like, just because correlation, as we call it in science, doesn't mean causation. Just because there's a correlation between the intake of seed oils and these diseases doesn't mean that's a causative factor.